The wireless headphones market is well beyond saturated, which means that if you're on some kind of budget, it's almost impossible to find a decent pair of wireless headphones because there are just far too many to choose from. Right here, I've actually got a solution that does quite a few things right, and I would like to share it with you today. Introducing the Vankyo Cystereo C750 ANC headphones. Let's go ahead and dive right in. For more great content just like this, just make sure to subscribe and then turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any uploads. Also, leave a like and a comment down below with all of your thoughts on this video. And while you're at it, I always leave affiliate links down below in the description as well. But make sure that you check out Lukrembo so you can find the best deals on all of that tech that you're shopping for. It's a simple browser extension that helps you make the best purchasing decision. And lastly, don't forget to check out my merch store if you're into some monochrome clothing like everything I'm wearing right here. So with that said, links to everything down below. And I do have an important disclaimer here. Now, the folks over at Vankyo did go ahead and send this out to me for a review. You should still expect an honest review covering the pros and the cons of this product. So let's go ahead and start off with an unboxing as per usual. As all you have to do is just unwrap the box and lift up the lid, and inside you will find the headphones case. And the case itself is a hard shell with a soft touch coating that feels very nice in hand. But opening it up, you will find a bunch of goodies and things like the headphones themselves, and the little carrying pouch in case you'd rather travel a little bit more lightly while still protecting these, a micro USB cable, a 3.5mm cable, and some instructions as well as warranty information. And the exterior design is going to consist of plastic. This is a very, and I mean very, lightweight pair of headphones, so if that's what you're looking for, then you've got yourself a treat here. The padding over here is going to be pretty minimal on both the ear cuffs and the headband, and they do have a tighter fit that's easy to wear for long periods of time. And I really like the stark gray color personally as well. And over here you've actually got some volume controls, a power button that also doubles as a playback button, so for playing and pausing, and noise cancelling switch is also going to be included right there. But you're also going to find a micro USB port for charging and a 3.5mm audio jack. And now, as I hinted to a little bit earlier, but I also emphasized it in the title, as you will be able to see, these are pretty comfortable. And in spite of the minimal padding and the lightweight design, and the good clamping force makes these very comfortable to wear for a very long time. When it comes to comfort, I don't have a lot to say because they really just nailed it here. I really like how these fit, and the amount of time that I can wear these for is quite unparalleled, at the very least for this price range. Now, sound quality is a much more interesting topic here. You don't get a ton of bass. In fact, these hardly have any. But generally speaking, that's actually my preference. Though they don't seem to emphasize on anything in particular, and it's not exactly a completely flat sound signature either, it's just more balanced than what you will usually find on the market, but that's coupled with a pretty narrow soundstage. However, these create a very good seal, as they are quite loud while you're playing music at around 70%, which is a pretty comfortable listening volume, and they still sound pretty good in that regard. Overall, these are fine for music listening and most certainly for content consumption. However, I need to address this. The noise cancelling switch shouldn't really exist here, and it's because when you turn it on, your music just gets incredibly muffled, hence making your music quieter and actually letting more sound in otherwise than if you left the switch off. Even consider that this could be an ambient noise mode, but it wasn't. It is labeled as a noise cancelling mode. And with that said, I have to say that it does not really get the job done. And it's kind of ironic because without it, you actually get a pretty fantastic seal, and it blocks out music just fine. I honestly don't even think that this switch really even needs to be here in the first place because passive noise isolation on its own is already quite good. And now let's go ahead and talk about battery life. You've actually got a pretty good affair here. These will last you around 25 hours from my estimations, though again, like that is a pretty difficult metric to actually calculate. I'm mostly guesstimating here, but I would venture to say that 25 hours is on average what I get with these headphones or so. And now, I would like to go ahead and suggest some improvements for the next model because I would really like to see an upgraded version of these headphones in some respects. Noise cancelling as a feature does require more attention here, and it should not affect your listening experience too much, and it should actively work to block out the sounds coming from outside, and I'm confident that Vankyo can make it work, as a lot of other companies have, and this is a very solid pair so far. Also, I probably wouldn't mind a little bit more heft just for the sake of greater security, and I also wish that these had a USB-C port instead of micro USB. So hopefully that will come with the next model. But that's really everything I've got to complain about, or in other words, just a couple of suggestions for any future models. So yes, I do have some feedback for Vankyo when it comes to improving these headphones. But that doesn't at all mean that these aren't good, because I think that they're pretty good value. They're very lightweight, they're stylish, they're convenient, they have good battery life, and the sound is serviceable with great passive noise cancelling, or isolation I should say. If you're looking for powerful noise cancelling headphones, then maybe these aren't for you if you specifically wanted active noise cancellation, but the noise isolation on these is already so good that honestly I don't even care if they end up not adding noise cancelling in the future, because these are really good. However, if you're looking for a pair with pretty much everything else going for it, then this is a pretty solid recommendation from me. I think you're getting a pretty good value for how much these cost. So with that said, highly recommended. And if you're interested in purchasing these headphones, then I'll be making sure to leave affiliate links down to Amazon as well as Luster. In case you need to look at any kind of other purchase alternatives, just be able to look at a compiled list of a bunch of reviews and just get like an overall consensus of how people feel about any pair of headphones that you might be searching for, including this pair. And if you end up using my link to sign up, or if you end up using my links to make a purchase in any regard, then I do get a small commission that does help me run things just a little bit more smoothly around here. So if you were to use those, I would appreciate that quite a bit. And also, do not forget to stop by my Twitch channel, where I like to stream every Friday and Saturday in a very low-tone voice. It's just meant to be a very chill time for all of us to get to just relax after a long week of work, and I would love to have you down there and talk and maybe ask some questions. I would just love to chat with you down there. So links to that are going to be down in the description as well. And do not forget to follow me on also Twitter and Instagram to stay up to date with any other Tech Summit endeavors. So with that said, this has been Francisco from Tech Summit. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you all later. Enjoy.